up, YouTube? Today I got this 2010 Honda Odyssey. The customers complain of clunking over bumps. I isolated it as being the strut mounts because it's up high and you can almost feel it in the dash. Anyways, I'm going to show you how to replace these today, and we're going to go ahead and knock out these end links as well because they got 200,000 miles on them. I'm sure they're worn as well, and they can cause noise over bumps too. So if y'all haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so I can continue to make videos like this to make your life easier. Let's get started. First thing we're going to do is take the sway bar link off the strut, 17 millimeter. What's up, ma'am? Hurry up. I'm doing a video. What's up? Ask me. Okay. Here we go. What'd I tell y'all? So this back bolt's kind of a booger, so I should have done this first. Leave that in the housing. And go ahead and break that nut loose. Everybody always want to talk to me when I start doing a video. Alright. Now that we got that loose, I'm going to go ahead and pull this back out. It's going to make me wrench it all the way off. I think now I can do it with my fingers. I have the other side loose, that's why I'm able to move it like that. It's a little easier to deal with when you can move the sway bar all the way up like that. Because if that side was attached, you wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, she's been in there a while, y'all. So, I've got my new sway bar link. I'm going to go ahead and put that bottom in before we pull the strut. Now, it's up to you. I'm going to show you something. Because the original nuts are usually the same thread pitch. These have that self-locking crap. You're going to have to wrench that all the way down, and they're not easy to wrench down all the way. So, I'm just saying, I reuse the old bolts. Work smarter, not harder, is what I always say. See what I'm saying? See that? You ain't doing that with these bolts. I'll show you. Once they get to that point, yeah. I could air gun that one down fairly easy. But that one, I'd be freaking, arms be burning. I'd be having to take breaks. By the time I got it ran all the way down, it's a long stud. Again, like I said, that's your choice. Go ahead and lock that bad boy down real tight. Yeah, I don't like those self-locking bolts. They're annoying. Just tighten it real good. She ain't gonna come off. Alright. Now we can start pulling the strut. Gonna go ahead and get that ABS sensor out of our way, as I always do. Squeeze your little tabs, pull out on that. Grab you a 10 millimeter. Okay, wrong angle. Get in there. Really? Let me get an extension. I didn't have that issue with the other side. That's weird. pull your sensor out. Just kind of get it out of your way so nothing snags it. Tuck it behind that brake line there. That way the strut won't catch it when I'm pulling it out. Alright, now take your brake line off. $12mm. Now I'm probably going to have to pause this video because I don't have my struts yet. When I get the strut out, hopefully maybe it'll show up while we're doing this. Probably not. These parts places take forever to bring parts. 22mm, by the way. Alright. Now, get your strut out of the way, and I'm going to show y'all a little trick I do.
It's a pleasure having you on again, Andy. Really. Thank you guys. Great talking to you. Thanks again.
Not really a trick, just a safety precaution. Attach some zip ties, unless you get some really long ones. What I'll do is I'll run this through the hub. Run it behind the brake line. Probably wondering why I'm doing this, right? Because you do not want this axle to pull out of the housing. See what I'm saying? Because if you let that sag too much, it'll pop right out and you'll catch hell trying to get it back in. There's been times I've actually had to pull the axle completely out to get it back together. You don't want that to happen. You turn an easy, quick job into a long freaking nightmare. So now that we got all that loose, we're going to take it down and get these top bolts out. This lift is so slow, and the colder it is out, the slower it is, because the oil down in there gets thicker. And being a split rack like it is, it's got 2 pistons, so that makes it even slower than a regular 1 piston rack. All right. Now, to get to these top bolts, pop these little caps out. They have little recesses right there. We can get a little screwdriver up under there. All right. Now, if you can see down in there, it's 3 14mm bolts. My extension, 14mm. Now I'm going to take loose these back bolts first. Yeah, this wiper's in the way, so let me show y'all what to do about that. The other side didn't do that to me. But y'all know every time I decide to do a video, it's always going to have technical difficulties. Turn the things on and turn the key off real quick so they're out of your way. Okay. And grab my magnet to retrieve the nuts. Counterclockwise. And the reason why I'm doing these first 2, because the front one's going to be the easiest one to hold on to when you got to catch the strut. At least they put access holes, because a lot of struts I do on certain cars, like Nissans, some Nissans, got to pull the whole freaking wiper cowl. All right, here we go. Go ahead and loosen it up. I'm gonna come down here and catch this bad boy, and they're heavy, so be prepared. All right, she's out. Get my third one out down here. All right, so we will resume when I get my parts. See y'all in a little bit.